I try to talk about Jimmy Dore as little as possible these days. Guy's gone completely off the deep end. I remember back in the day, my political diet consisted of Rising, Jimmy Dore, and Secular Talk, and Majority Report, and David Pakman, and only some of those people still survive. All right, some of that still survives, and I'm telling you, it's definitely not Jimmy Dore these days. I promise you that. After Bernie's lost, I think it kind of like literally broke him. Something snapped on the back of his brain, and he's been going haywire ever since. It's really interesting because a lot of his fans, once they find videos of people criticizing him, it's never, I can say literally whatever about Jimmy Dore. I could not even mention his personality ever. He does have a bad personality, but I don't think it's like really important. Any criticism of Jimmy Dore is literally, you only care about his personality and you just listen to Sam Cedar and TYT. How much did TYT pay you to make this video? Like nothing, chief. Nothing. All right. I didn't get paid anything by TYT. Anna didn't even show me her news skirt. I don't get anything from this. Just pain is all I get. I only get pain. So Jimmy is back. Unfortunately, with a new claim, a new epic claim. We always knew that Jimmy was in the Jimmy thinks that he's the center of the universe, and you know what? It just keeps revolving around him at all points in time, because he's back with a new accusation about Bernie Sanders and Medicare for all. Yep, he's still on that. Let's hear what let's just hear what he has to say. Let's just hear what this man has to say, you know? Actually,
Jen Psaki, Biden unmoved on marijuana legalization despite Schumer's legislation. The horrifying moment when even Chuck Schumer is too progressive for Joe Biden. Where's Bernie on this? Silent, taking orders from the corporatist warmonger like he's fucking always has. Where's your movement, Bernie? Where's this movement? Where is it? Asked about the majority's leader's proposal. I've done more without a movement than he has with it. Where was your push for Medicare for all, Bernie? I did one in December. Where was yours? You never did one.
Yeah, you heard that right. I've done more for Medicare for all than you have. You heard it here first, boys. Jimmy Dore has done more for Medicare for all than all of Bernie Sanders. His entire history. That's it. Dude, you're right. Put up your dukes, old man. It's over for you. I'm sick of Jimmy Dore. All right, I'm fighting him. This is an official call out for Jimmy Dore. All right, this is no longer is this the marketplace of ideas. No longer is this the intellectual battle dome. It is the real battle dome. Meet me in Brooklyn for the fight. I'm gonna not claim any physical violence on stream is what I'm gonna do. He's worrying me, bud. You know what? Jimmy's right. We do need to care about Medicare for all more. I need to care about Medicare for all more, especially for Jimmy, you know? What is that? Free dental care, free mental health checkups. I really think some of us can really benefit a lot from things like that, you know? Just maybe some of us need it a little bit more than others. I don't know. I mean, maybe he could talk to Dr. K at this point. Maybe it'll help him out a little bit. Give him a little bit of like healthy gamer juice, just a little bit. It's ridiculous. I'm in politics for a large portion because of Bernie Sanders and his movement in 2016. 2016 was my political awakening. Actually, that was it right there. That's the reason I'm here today. Not because of Jimmy Dore. Where's Jimmy Dore brought people? To be Bernie or bust? To actively work against the people in power with anywhere near their policy prescriptions in mind? Is that what? Because if that's what it is, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm not going to be allying with literal fascists to try and get healthcare. Because you know what? You know who they want healthcare to go to? A lot of the people that I want. None of the people that I really think healthcare needs to go to. Some of the poorest people in society, like some of the most vulnerable people in society, like immigrants. We wanted to make sure that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, if you're on American soil, you can walk into a doctor's office and be able to get a world-class healthcare free at the point of purchase. I'm not gonna get sucked into the Nosbo vortex like this guy is. I almost freaking popped a blood vessel, okay? When he had that Boogaloo boy on his stream, and he didn't even know what Boogaloo was. He didn't even know what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse. And it's really funny how that Boogaloo came onto his stream and made everything seem so like hunky dory. And then you go to his literal Twitter page where he's busy doing the Rittenhouses. Let me dig around some Jimmy Dore lore. So what happened is that Jimmy Dore was busy being mad at Democrats, and literally that's the only thing that he does. He has nothing to say about Republicans because, I don't know, that was really interesting. He has literally nothing to ever say about Republicans ever. He never cares about you think Jimmy Dore is going to cover Texas trying to remove civil rights teaching? You think about that? Probably not. Probably doesn't give a shit. So Jimmy Dore was busy searching for things to talk about on the stream, and he came across this one video by a Boogaloo boy who was like, the working class must band together to fight the establishment. They're trying to separate us, but we know what's real. We need to work together. Please just work. Just take one step to the right. Just take one step to the right. Come on, do it. It's going to be great. We can work together. We can fight the establishment. Just take one step, just one small step, I promise. It's gonna be good. And he was like, I like that guy. I love that guy. He did a whole segment about that guy. And he was like, who are they? Boogaloo? Doodaloo? Hoodaloo? Who? What's Boogaloo? And he had no clue what Boogaloo was. Literally, one of his co-hosts had to be like, Boogaloo is a anti-government organization ideology. He was like, Boogaloo, great. I'd love to work with Boogaloo. Then he brought the guy onto his stream where he had like a gay Gatson flag behind him with an AR. And he was like, yeah, man, we're totally not racist, dog. We totally don't want to overthrow the government, bro. We totally don't. We're totally not trying to stoke a race war. Remember back in the day, back in earlier 2020, when 2 people were killed in BLM protest. One of those people being a security guard. Remember that? How conservatives were all like, look at what BLM's doing, killing security guards. So much for only wanting black rights, huh? That guy was killed by Boogaloo. That guy was killed by Boogaloo for the explicit intent of sparking a race war. And then those guys wrote in blood, literally like in blood, on a car, like Boogaloo and shit. These guys are like crazy. Wait. Man charged in deputy ambush scrawled extremist Boogaloo phrases in blood. Yes, this actually happened. Yes. Yep, this actually happened. These guys literally we're out there trying to spark a race war. And Jimmy Dore was like, I love this guy. He's sick. We need to work. He wants to work with this guy more than he does with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez because she said mama bear to Nancy Pelosi once. I'm losing it. It makes me want to support my local Home Depot by buying a length of rope.
And then I also said, I don't know anything about this group. The fact that we're making it toxic for Americans to talk to other Americans, right? We're in this moment now when our government is abandoning us, and we all know that there might be a civil war coming. It's more important now. I hate him so much. A civil war coming? What are you talking? I totally forgot that Jimmy Dore is now in civil war. He's taking a page out of Tim Pool's book and is now like civil war signaling. Yeah, Tim Pool type beat. He talked to a Boogaloo boy once and now he's parroting their rhetoric. It's almost like he has no real values or convictions and he just says shit to get views and to keep his multi-million-dollar home in the Hollywood Hills.
Now, than ever to talk to people because of COVID, because we're all being screwed by the government. It's more important to talk to. It's called class consciousness. So don't recommend?
Holy shit! I love it. I love it when the non-socialist starts throwing out socialist buzzwords like he knows anything about what he's talking about. It's called class consciousness. Nobody told you to ally with literal race war, civil war, like instigators. What are you talking about? I'm losing it, dude. I don't know anything about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Working class people have to organize together. And that's what brings change. And that's what scares them. That's what when did they kill Malcolm X? When did they kill Martin Luther King? Right, and they started to advocate for everybody. And Martin Luther King was getting ready to lead a march on Washington for fucking jobs.
Yep.
For everybody.
They don't mention that part.
Jimmy Dore, out of anyone, is the person that just makes me want to scream. You know? You ever just hear something that someone said and you just want to scream? Like, this guy is so woefully uneducated, yet is going to speak so much on things that he has no clue about. If you want to know where Bernie Sanders has been, he's been busy crafting a $3.5 trillion bill to push through Congress to help out with climate change, something that Jimmy Dore couldn't give a fuck about because he's rich enough to not care about it. That's what, you know what, you want to talk about class consciousness? How about let's put together the working class against people like Jimmy fucking Dore, dude. He cares way more about money and his own personal image than he does about any of the policies that he actually advocates for. Everyone's a tool for the establishment except for me. I'm the only true progressive. Everyone else is giga cringe, and I am very smart and intellectual. Please donate to my Patreon. Please keep watching my video. Yep, just normal things from a normal person. The guy's not a real political activist. This guy's not a real political ally to anyone who's on the working class, to any black, brown, queer, immigrant. No one. Jimmy Dore is working for one person, and that's himself. And that's it. That's the only thing he cares about. That's why he makes his grift off of only talking about the left. Can we, for 1 second here, for everything the Republicans have been up to, where's he talking about the right? Oh my, look at the audience he cultivated. Holy shit. Look at the audience he cultivated. Every video gets like almost like between 100 and 200,000 views. And look at the videos of him attacking the right, dude. Mitt Romney's still sucking up to Trump. And this is not even like a real video. This is one of the times where he hires someone to call in who sounds vaguely like Mitt Romney to say like, Trump's still good. And then he just cackles. 58,000 views. After that, Cenk and Anna Kasparian can contradict each other over a blackmail story. 182,000 views. Another video about TYT, 183,000 views. Oh, another story about Russiagate, but Russiagate's bad. White House censorship of media. AOC deletes Cuba tweet. AOC deletes a fucking tweet as a video. AOC deletes a tweet as a video. It really tells you about the type of people that this guy cultivates. These are the videos that get the most amount of views. Where's he talking about real issues? Where is he talking about? When he wants to talk about workers' rights, where's his video about the October strike? Where's his video about that? Did he release a video about that? I'm scrolling. I'm looking. I don't see it. I want to talk about workers' rights. 350,000 views. Kyle Kalinske omits Anna Kasparian blackmailing. Like, holy shit, dude. This is the stuff your audience comes here for. They're not here for fucking news, and you don't provide news. This is just a drama channel. If we're going to be completely honest, this is just a left-wing drama channel. He doesn't have anything to say about people on the right. How about climate change? That'll affect workers. None of that. None of it. Doesn't care. If anybody's an enemy to the working class, it's people like Jimmy Dore and people to the right of him. Because Jimmy Dore's to the right of me, just so you know. Bitch isn't even a fucking socialist. Gonna sit here and talk about fucking class consciousness like you know fucking shit. About anything but how much money you can make in your wallet this week. I hate this man so much. Wait, does he? Oh my gosh. All right, it's the gym hole. Hey, we're jumping down the gym hole. Let's go. Jimmy Conspiracy Theories. Let's go. Conspiracy theories. As a guest on the YouTube show called Conspiracy Queries in November 2014, Dore said conspiracy theorist is such an empty and meaningless term. Oh, it's so good. Spoken like a true conspiracy theorist. On the Young Turks, he said the term conspiracy theorist has an undue amount of negativity attached to it. We're going to do a segment about Jimmy Dore talking to Alex Jones. Jimmy Dore is going to be on the Alex Jones show. He's going to be on InfoWars. Oh man, I'm so excited for the Young Turks to InfoWars pipeline. I'm so ready for it, dude. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming before this guy kicks the bucket. That's the last thing that he's going to do. That's going to be his magnum opus. He's going to take over for Alex Jones. It's going to be great. Dore also uses tactics to his advantage. Run-of-the-mill conspiracy theorists, such as saying that you should not believe anyone from the government. Wait.
And don't believe one goddamn person from the American government.
Oh, so that's why he thinks that the Russia story is a hoax. He actually literally just believes in conspiracy theories. That's just something that he does. He's just crazy. All right, well. All right, makes sense there. Hey, listen, they got the receipts. Rachel Maddow has been reduced to an Alex Jones level of conspiracy theorist. What makes you a dangerous conspiracy theorist is when you start at a conclusion and then you start to find facts to back it up. He was on RT, bro. He's still peddling the idea that the fact that Russia was trying to infiltrate the U.S. Election is a conspiracy theory, even though CloudStrike itself said that Russia did. He keeps quoting CloudStrike. You can go. CloudStrike has a blog. You can go to CloudStrike's blog. They have a specific section because of people like Jimmy Dore. Literally because of people like Jimmy Dore keep lying about them, saying that they didn't say that Russia tried to infiltrate the election, where they say explicitly, without any ambiguity, that Russia did try to infiltrate the election. Jimmy Dore just doesn't care. Explanation on the of Building 7 fall is very plausible. I think who believes otherwise just want to believe that. Dore, who are you going to believe? The government or your lying eyes? Hashtag bridge for sale. Hashtag US should jump on it. Is this 9/11? Are they not? Is he literally fucking 9/11 conspiracy theory? I don't see why they'd fake a building collapse after taking out two skyscrapers. I'm not defending Cheney. He'd do it. I would be more skeptical than you are being. Holy shit, he's a 9/11 conspiracy theorist? I'm not sure why you're using that same word. Assume the government is lying and work back from there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Am I losing my mind? Am I crazy right now? Why would you need to shame people who question the government's view on what happened at 9/11? They call them truthers. The same name so you can dismiss them. As soon as you ask a question about 9/11, they go, "Oh, you're a truther." This guy is out of his mind. Well, there's no explanation for that. Everyone just pretends that you're a maniac. It's like The Big Lie. It has a building. It has a steel structure. No, he's jet fuel can't melt steel beams. No, Jimmy Dore. In 2013, he doubled down on the 9/11. He's just crazy on the bills and stuff and shit. Syria. My birth dad watches Jimmy Dore. Can he be saved? Maybe, but it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of work. Everything told about Syria is a lie. Everything, every fucking thing. The white helmets are fucking liars. It's a lie, a lie. He actually doesn't believe that he actually doesn't believe the gassings. He's a 9/11 truther and a Assadist. Ads also appeared on Jimmy Dore's channel, a far-left YouTube channel that peddles conspiracy theories such as the idea that the Syrian chemical weapons attacks are hoaxes. We actually debunked conspiracy theories, like the one that says Assad gassed his own people. We just had to go through this again. We had to relitigate all of this. It's the Al-Qaeda who did this. They did it before. They'll probably do it again. It doesn't make sense that Syria would do this. It screams false flag.
Why would they now resort to using chemical weapons? Why would they? The Syrian government is winning the war in Syria now. They're taking back cities. They're liberating it from terrorists like ISIS, al-Nusra, and al-Qaeda. So why would they now do this? This screams false flag. Screams.
Why does it make sense for when you're in a war to use weapons of war? It makes no sense. After the Duma chemical attacks, Jimmy Dore said it was a false flag, and the best journalists in the country, MSNBC and CNN, says it was a false flag. Bro, you're crazy. I'm already the best journalist in the country now because turn on MSNBC and CNN and you see they're telling you what's really happening in Syria, and it's all a false flag. Again, they won't even mention the last one. Do you think they're going to mention the fucking Mattis? Or there's no evidence of the last one? And right now we're on the brink of World War III. Look at it. It's another false flag. Wait, no, please don't tell me he's a conspiracy theorist about the Las Vegas shooting. Please, I beg of you, please. In October 2017, Dore said, and the speaker, was the speaker of the Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night, Dore and Brendan Walsh discussed conspiracy theories relating to the 2017 Las Vegas shooting. I saw one picture of his room. I didn't see any shell casings. There should have been a fucking pile about 4 feet high. He shot 60 bullets a second for 10 minutes. Are you kidding me?
By himself. You're never going to see that.
Where are all the? I saw a picture. I just saw one picture of his room. So maybe there's more pictures. I hope. I'm sure there are. There's no. I didn't see any shell casings.
1,000 shell casings. Where?
Where are they?
Show me a picture of the shattered glass on the ground.
There should be a fucking pile of shell casings about 4 feet high. He shot 60 bullets a second for fucking 10 minutes. Are you kidding me?
And they should be pulling bullets out of the asphalt, out of cars, and making sure they're all from the same fucking gun.
The bullets should be, the heat of the projectile should be burned into the carpet because of how hot it was. That you should be able to look at the ground and see that it has been disturbed. It just looks like a hastily put
Well, there's
together
never going to
crime
be
scene.
a fucking. There's never going to be a real investigation. The story's already official.
Yes.
And there's video. There's a videotape that I watched. Videotape.
How much? It was a public event. There was videos of him shooting. How much blood do you want on your hands, dude? In a comedy sketch with right character Saint Himmler, this is an incredible sentence already to begin this. Dore said he doesn't believe in Pizzagate. Oh, that's good at least. Despite that, Dore said he does not believe Pizzagate is real. He has enabled views of Pizzagate. In Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night, after Eddie Bravo brought up Pizzagate, he suggests that everyone at the top is fucking babies. Dore replied, "There's something to what he's saying. You're not far off." My greatest mistake in politics was ever listening to Jimmy Dore. You know it's bad when you have a section about you that called just general madness. In 2014, a video of Dore's YouTube channel showed that he does not agree with the current scientific consensus on genetically modified food because of course, Mark Thompson, the voice for Dore's video, started saying that Monsanto has not genetically modified Americans' food for over a century. Earlier in 2013, Dore supported the pseudo-scientific claim that GMOs cause cancer. Later that same month, Dore acknowledged that the studies do not support the claim that GMOs cause cancer, but said that he still hates them. This guy is out of his mind. This guy is out of his mind. You're right. He is the maddest lad. And the thing is, it just keeps going on. He thinks that Robert Mueller should be in jail. He's like friends with Glenn Beck and Tulsi Gabbard. Ron Paul was a guest on the show. One of the premier he said Ron Paul was one of the most premier fighters for liberty in the United States of America. Jimmy Dore is possibly like one of the worst possible people that you could watch on big names on like independent media. He's just awful, and I don't want anything to do with him, and you shouldn't want anything to do with him either. This is just sad at this point. It goes from being ridiculous to actually just sad that this guy is allowed to have the size of platform that he is. It's just ridiculous.